Let's get into it. Number 10. The Blaze Star. You look up at the constellation Corona Borealis, searching for a faint crown of stars. Suddenly, a new point of light bursts into view, shining as bright as the North Star. This is the eruption of T Coronae Borealis, known as the Blaze Star. It lies 3,000 light-years away, but its light will soon reach us with naked eye brightness. Think of it as a cosmic theft. A dead white dwarf, compressed to the size of Earth, acts like a gravitational siphon, quietly vacuuming gas from a giant, bloated red neighbor. This red giant is a dying star. It has swollen up, losing its grip on its outer atmosphere. The white dwarf's intense gravity pulls this hydrogen into a hot, swirling disk. The gas slowly spirals down, building a dense shell on the white dwarf's surface. Over 80 years, the pressure at the base of this gas layer rises to extreme levels. The temperature climbs to millions of degrees, triggering a runaway thermonuclear flash. Unlike a supernova, this explosion does not destroy the star. It simply blows off the accumulated outer shell of hydrogen. The show will be sudden and brief. The new star will flare to naked eye visibility within hours, peak for just a few days, and then slowly fade back into obscurity. For astronomers, it is a rare window to study mass transfer. For the rest of us, it is a reminder that the night sky is alive. If you step outside tonight, will you be searching the sky for this northern crown? Tell us in the comments. Number 9. Asteroid Apophis Flyby. You look up on the evening of April 13th, 2029, and see a point of light gliding across the sky. It moves faster than a satellite and shines as bright as a star. This is asteroid Apophis, a rocky mountain measuring over 370 meters across. It will pass just 31,000 kilometers above Earth's surface, skimming closer than our own geostationary satellites. A rock larger than the Empire State Building will glide through our ring of active satellites, missing a planetary collision by a hair. When astronomers first discovered this rock in 2004, their calculations suggested a terrifying possibility. They estimated a small chance of a direct hit, though later orbits ruled it out. For billions of people in Europe, Africa, and Asia, this will be a naked-eye spectacle. This near miss is a historic first, giving scientists a close look at a mountain of pristine space rock. As it passes, Earth's gravity will act like a giant hand, tugging at the asteroid. These tidal forces will trigger seismic activity, shaking its surface and shifting its loose dust. Scientists are even planning to launch spacecraft to observe these tremors in real time. It is a moment of shared wonder and a striking display of orbital mechanics. On that Friday, the 13th in 2029, exactly how old will you be? Mark your calendar for this historic night. Number 8. The Eclipse of the Century. You stand under the midday sun on August 2nd, 2027, and watch the shadows sharpen as a chill enters the air. The sun slowly vanishes behind a black disk, leaving a glowing white corona. This is the eclipse of the century, a total solar eclipse with a duration of totality reaching 6 minutes and 23 seconds. It will be the longest total solar eclipse of our lifetimes, a record that will not be broken until the year 2114. This extreme duration happens because of a rare orbital alignment. The moon will be near its closest point to Earth, making its shadow unusually large, while Earth is near its furthest point from the sun, making the solar disk look slightly smaller. The path of totality will sweep across North Africa, placing the ancient ruins of Luxor, Egypt, in darkness. For over 6 minutes, day turns to twilight, and the sun's outer atmosphere, the corona, becomes visible as a soft, glowing halo. The temperature can drop by up to 10 degrees in minutes. Birds will return to their nests, and crickets will begin to chirp, confused by the sudden night. Scientists will use this exceptionally long window to study the solar wind, while observers tap their watches in the extended darkness. It is a visceral reminder of our position on a rotating rock under a moving moon. Would you travel to Egypt to witness this record-breaking totality, or watch it online? Number 7. The Leonid Meteor Storm. You are lying on your back in mid-November 2031, and the night sky begins to rain fire. Dozens of bright streaks flash every minute, accelerating until thousands of shooting stars fill the heavens every hour. This is a meteor storm. While regular annual meteor showers produce a handful of streaks, a meteor storm occurs when Earth slams directly into a dense, fresh cloud of debris left by Comet Tempel-Tuttle. The comet is scheduled to reach its closest point to the Sun in 2031, replenishing the dust trail along our orbital path. The comet takes 33 years to complete its orbit, leaving a thick trail of particles behind it. When Earth hits these dense pockets of dust, the meteor rate explodes. Leonids are the fastest meteors, colliding with our atmosphere at 71 kilometers per second. At this speed, even a tiny grain of sand packs enough energy to ignite, leaving long, glowing trails of ionized gas. This event turns the night into a cosmic blizzard. These tiny grains, shed by the comet centuries ago, vaporize harmlessly in our upper atmosphere. Who remembers the spectacular meteor storms of 1999 or 2001? Historical records from 1833 describe storms so intense that people thought the stars were falling from the sky. Let us know if you witnessed them. Number 6. The Golden Conjunction. You step outside at dusk on September 8th, 2040, and look toward the western horizon. 5 brilliant points of light cluster together in a tiny patch of the fading twilight. This is the Golden Conjunction, a planetary alignment that will squeeze Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn into a window just 10 degrees wide. Framing this cluster will be a razor-thin crescent moon, completing a cosmic alignment that has not occurred in over 800 years. To get all 5 planets to appear so close from our perspective requires incredible timing. Each world orbits at its own pace. Mercury zips around the Sun in 88 days, while Saturn takes nearly 30 years. For their paths to cross in such a narrow window of our evening sky is a rare mathematical alignment. You do not need a telescope to enjoy this planetary parade. Think of it as 5 planets crowding onto a single narrow couch in the sky. The alignment will show the individual colors of the planets, from the reddish hue of Mars to the brilliant white of Venus. It is a striking optical illusion, where massive worlds millions of miles apart appear to share a single, crowded corner of our sky. Do alignments like this make you feel connected to the solar system, or is it just a pretty optical trick of perspective? Number 5. Halley's Comet. You look up in July 2061 and see a bright fuzzy star dragging a silver tail across the sky. This is Halley's Comet, the most famous periodic visitor in human history. During its last pass in 1986, the alignment was poor, leaving the comet faint and hard to see. But in 2061, the geometry is highly favorable, placing the comet on the same side of the Sun as Earth. It will shine brighter than a first-magnitude star and grow a spectacular tail that stretches across the night. The history of this comet goes back thousands of years. It has been recorded by astronomers since ancient times, marking historical events with its regular returns. For generations, Halley has been a cosmic marker of time, returning every 75 to 76 years. Its return will be a reunion with an icy relic from the birth of our solar system. The comet's tail is a stream of gas and dust pushed away by the solar wind, carrying ancient molecules from the birth of our planetary system. At its core lies a dark nucleus of ice and carbon, about 15 kilometers long. As the Sun heats this nucleus, it releases jets of gas and dust, forming a massive coma. If you were around in 1986, did you manage to spot it, or did light pollution steal the show? For many of us, it is a link between our past, our present, and our future. Number 4. Venus occults Jupiter. You train a telescope toward the sunset on November 22nd, 2065, and watch 2 bright points merge into one. Venus passes directly in front of Jupiter, slowly swallowing the gas giant in an extremely rare event called a planetary occultation. 2 planets overlapping in our sky is one of the rarest sights in astronomy, with the last visible event occurring in 1818. This crossing will last for several hours, showing Venus as a bright, solid disk, casting a shadow over the cloud bands of Jupiter. Even though Jupiter is hundreds of times larger than Venus, its immense distance makes it appear smaller in our sky. This allows the closer Venus to completely hide the giant planet behind its rocky body. This event will be low on the western horizon, requiring a clear view at dusk. Because the transit occurs close to the Sun, observers must navigate solar glare to catch the alignment. It is a striking trick of perspective, showing one world slide directly in front of another. As Venus moves across the Jovian disk, it will slowly block out Jupiter's moons and cloud systems one by one. Will you be setting up a telescope for this rare double planet crossing? Number 3. The Great Conjunction. You step outside before dawn on March 15th, 2080, and see a single, blindingly bright star in the morning sky. This is the Great Conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. The two gas giants will approach within just 6 arc minutes of each other, closer than they have been in centuries. To the naked eye, they will merge into a single superstar, accompanied by 4 other planets aligned in the morning sky. While great conjunctions occur every 20 years, most do not bring the planets this close. 6 arc minutes is just 1/10 of a single degree, meaning they will sit closer than a small fraction of the width of the full moon. To the naked eye, the 2 planets will appear to touch, creating a beacon of light in the morning twilight. Through a telescope, you will see both planets, Saturn's rings, and Jupiter's largest moons all within a single field of view, almost as if they are joining forces. You will be able to see the cloud bands of Jupiter and the icy rings of Saturn in a single frame. This close alignment is a rare quirk of their orbits, showing our giant neighbors closer than they have been in centuries before they begin to drift apart. It is a silent reminder of the vast distances and precise paths of our solar system. The alignment represents a cosmic clockwork that takes centuries to repeat. Did you see the famous conjunction of 2020? And how do you think this one will compare? Number 2, the V-Sagittae merger. You look toward the constellation Sagittus late in the century and see a faint star system brighten until it outshines everything around it. This is the V-Sagittae merger, a binary star system containing a white dwarf and a normal star spiraling toward a final collision. Astronomers predict the 2 stars will merge around the year 2083, triggering a massive luminous explosion. The nova will shine as bright as Sirius or even Venus, making it the most luminous star in the Milky Way for a month. Currently, this system is so faint that it requires a telescope to see, but astronomers have noted that it has been steadily brightening as the 2 stars draw closer. This is a massive stellar collision that will play out live in the night sky. The mass transfer between the 2 stars is accelerating. As they spiral in, they will eventually touch, causing a catastrophic merger that releases a tremendous amount of energy. The star will rapidly brighten over a few weeks, dominate the night sky, and then slowly fade over several months. It is a rare chance to witness 2 stars merge into one, a cataclysm that will permanently reshape the constellation Sagitta, leaving behind a single, highly magnetized star. Since this merger is predicted for 2083, many of us will miss the final flash. Which child or grandchild in your family will be the one to look up and see this new light for you? Number 1. A solar superstorm. You step out one night, and the sky is filled with glowing curtains of red, green, and purple light that dance all the way to the equator. This is a Carrington-class solar superstorm, triggered when the sun releases a massive coronal mass ejection directed straight at Earth. While smaller solar storms happen regularly, a superstorm of this scale is a rare and powerful event that is highly likely to occur during the solar maximums of our lifetimes. A coronal mass ejection is a giant bubble of solar plasma and magnetic fields launched from the sun's surface. When this wave hits Earth's magnetic shield, it triggers a geomagnetic storm. This event is both spectacular and hazardous. While it paints the sky with stunning colors, it also threatens the global power grids and communication satellites that run modern life, leaving us in a global blackout. The electrical currents induced in the ground can overload high-voltage transformers, causing damage that could take months to repair. During the famous Carrington event of 1859, auroras were so bright that people in the Rocky Mountains woke up to make breakfast, thinking it was dawn. Modern society is far more vulnerable today due to our reliance on technology. It is a reminder that we live in the outer atmosphere of a dynamic star, subject to its weather and its whims. Are you prepared for a prolonged power outage? Or would the global light show be worth the darkness? Final thoughts. When the sky surprises you, the best thing to do is to appreciate the moment. These events are reminders of our place in a vast, moving cosmos. They show us that our planet is not an isolated island, but a ship sailing through a busy and dynamic universe. Some of these sights are scheduled, written into the laws of orbital mechanics. Others are sudden surprises, reminding us that the universe is alive with change. Both make memories that define a lifetime, connecting us to the past and the future. Which of these would you travel across the world to see? The eclipse of the century, the Apophis asteroid flyby, Halley's return, or the Golden Planetary Parade? Tell us in the comments and tag the person you would take. Like and subscribe for more sky alerts, and share this with someone you want to watch the next impossible thing with.